Welcome, everyone, to another Tuesday Toon Review with your host, the Wild Toon DJ, and his insane dog, Devil Dog.
Are you ready, folks? It's time for Toon Review. But hey, well, instead of saying dog, where did he get off to?
Somebody let him off his leash. Uh-oh.
The insane dog is on the loose. Hey guys, what's up? Hey, insane Nancy.
Hi,
Hey.
DJ and Al.
Jamie, you need to go and put him back in the pound.
Hi, DJ. Hi, Owl. I would say hi, Eddie, but I think his owners took, but I think Jamie took him for a walk.
Yeah,
Should let
okay.
him out.
Let's see who we have in the chat today. We have Outtake on that side, Paul McCool, Devil People Jamie. We have Freedom Fox. We have Missouri Outlaw Randy. We have Ultra and Ronald Braddock. It just popped in as all-terrain coffee and Kim Jason. Hey Jason, great to see you. So guys, how's your day going?
Darkly.
There you go, Al. Go first.
Darkly. The sun has gone down here.
Yeah, it was down to L. It's nighttime, but how was your day?
Pretty quiet, actually. I didn't do a big lot today. I just went around on some YouTube videos, that's all.
Nice.
She's been sick. I've been sick.
Let me explain.
I've got my hand all bandaged up from surgery.
Let me explain. Well, slept through my school lessons, got comfy in Mom and Dad's bed, and watching Cinderella's while still sick. And I have a magic carpet right in my mouth, so...
That is so good.
Made on my mother's.
And
this is my
and consider that chat pop up out of nowhere. Turn your camera back on.
I'm eating.
How was your day, DJ?
This ain't Gary's mukbang day.
My day was good.
You're eating? What's eating you?
I relaxed. I had fun. I played my favorite game, Elder Scrolls Online. If
You didn't invite me.
No, we didn't.
I
played 2 Al?
Just
you
for a
played
minute.
I tried calling you, you didn't pick up.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you want to see some Elder Scrolls Online apps, check out Gaming with DJ Todd. It's on that channel every Sunday from 9 p.m. Eastern to 11 p.m. Eastern. That's 8 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central. And that's Central Newfoundland time until 12 Newfoundland time.
That's if Al stays away.
And you could do the list of the time zones if you want to, but I'm not gonna cover every
Well, it
time.
only covers up to Central because Eddie can't figure out his time, so the half an hour always throws him off.
Yeah, but yeah, we'll pretty much play that every Sunday as a guild and every day on our own time. So, yeah. Now, I'm just happy we begin there because we definitely have
Gazoonie type.
Yeah, Gazoonie type, and
Say thank you.
Thank you.
we definitely have a lot of
Gesundheit.
gamers in our group.
De nada.
But
De nada.
we're not talking about games tonight. Tonight we'll talk about the Flintstones and
Mine's almost gone.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Hi, Lord Eldog the Week.
He's got his mic muted.
Lord Devil Dog the what?
Lord Eldog, the one on the leash.
Oh.
I know what you thought she said. I thought she said it as well. Eddie. I mean,
That's
yeah.
I heard Lord Devil Dog the Week.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Right.
Hey, Huga, Ronald, Nancy, Bev, Froggy, who else? Jason. Let me look on my. Gotta find it.
Jamie, maybe.
Hold on. Jason, Bev, Boilermaker Rick, Devil Dog's Keeper, Freedom Frog Ear, Huga, Our Church at Home, and Ronald. Thank y'all for coming in to this wonderful, best episode ever of Cartoon Review with Wild Toon and Insane Dog, because these two cartoons are awesome.
Yeah.
I gotta go.
Best combination of cartoons.
There you go, Al.
No, I'll be back. I'll be back in 1 second.
I agree with
I
that.
gotta use the washroom.
Okay, that's not what I thought you were going to say.
No, I know. I was gonna say I can't stay for this episode because
Me neither. Me and Al's out of here, dude. We got a previous commitment we got to attend to.
We're going to play Elder Scrolls.
Yeah, no, you're not.
I'll be back in a second.
Try to stop us, DJ.
I could do something, but I'm not going to say it. Because let's remember, I'm a hacker.
You always denied being the hacker and accused Jason of being the hacker. And now you're accepting it.
Well, Jason's not up here to blame it all, so. Yeah, hacker boy, whatever.
Hacker boy.
Uh, oh, you can't log in?
No, I can't. I was just timed out for inactivity.
What kind of activity?
Inactivity.
It means that you haven't done stuff in a long time. What, a couple hours?
TF, what up? Hoorah, brother.
Yeah, what's up?
Jason said he admits it. Hacker boy DJ.
Yeah, I trouble phones. What's up? So, we could say and about elder scrolls, but this show is not about that.
We'll quit talking
No,
about it,
I'm in the
DJ.
wrong show.
Start a live, Al. Say Elder Scrolls Online.
I should, you know.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Al, does he have it set up to where you can co-stream up there?
He does.
Turn it on real quick, Al. Go live saying Elder Scrolls Online talk. He's turning it off now, Al. He's trying to beat you to it. Hey, Anastasia?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the cartoons tonight, or are you taking the night off?
That's cheating, DJ. You shouldn't have said anything, DJ. You should have just messaged me privately, Eddie. It would have popped up on his notifications.
I'm going to talk about the cartoon.
Did you watch Flintstones?
We did.
Okay.
Like,
What'd you think about it?
I think it was cool.
Hey, Zuck, how you doing?
what did you like about it?
I liked
The Flintstones. What did you like about?
And just if you want to skip tonight, you can.
I'll still be in the live. I might not just talk about the cartoons a lot.
Okay, that's fine with us.
Yeah, if you're not feeling well, get some rest.
Yeah.
Oh, she's been sleeping all day long, so we did watch it.
Okay, first thing about these two cartoons, they're the best cartoons ever.
Yes.
They're both created by Hanna-Barbera. Now what I did notice in the Flintstones one is this was season 1, episode 1 of the Flintstones, and the original episode did not start out with the intro Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones.
Yeah, I know that too, yeah.
And even episode 2, I watched just the very intro of episode 2. It didn't have it there as well. So now I'm kind of curious of what episode or where they brought in, even if it was like season 2 before they brought that in or whatever else. But this episode starts out with Fred and Barney in a bowling alley. Fred getting a split and then throwing the bowling ball and picking up the throwing the ball and picking up the split with the when the ball split into two halves and hit the two opposing pins.
Yep.
That's how this one started out.
Yeah, but in actuality, that was like a little trailer they started.
That
'Cause
is correct.
That happened
Yep.
in the middle of the episode.
Yep, that is
Yeah.
correct.
I liked how they did that, though. They put that little bit in the beginning. It was like, hey, what's going on? And then you had to watch to see how they got to that point.
Then
Yeah.
then what they did is actually introduce the town of Bedrock, going with the sign that says population 2,500, going through different businesses like the tailor. And, I liked how they kind of made everything to where you could tell what it was, but they made it like, for example, even though it's not practical of having a garage door made of concrete or boulder, bedrock, or whatever, you could actually see the concrete and the wood when he opened it up. You could, and I thought it was cute too, of how whenever Fred got home, and I'm probably forgetting stuff in between, but whenever
Of course you always do.
whenever Fred, yes, they did have Dino, Rick, and it was funny because when Fred walked in his house, Dino was actually laying in Fred's chair. And when Fred opened up the door, Dino jumped out of his chair real quick so he wouldn't get caught. Kind of like a reference to dogs being on the furniture, people's furniture, or whatever else.
Yep.
So y'all go ahead. I'm just going to put in my 2 cents here and there.
No. No.
That was about 15 cents in my opinion.
I have what?
That's because U.S. currency is higher than Canadian currency there, Al.
Yeah, the conversion rate.
Yeah. 15. 2 cents Americans, 15 cent Canadian.
How many times we got to tell you we don't make cents up here? We have no more pennies.
That's because you have no sense in the first place. You Canadians have no sense.
I have what?
We got rid of the pennies.
That's before.
I'm talking about SENSE, cents. Like, you don't have no sense.
How rude.
Yeah, and they both have no sense to be quiet when I'm talking.
No, I'm not hearing my mic and
but no, I like this. I've seen it before, and I probably think it's a good show. I mean,
hey, Puss.
I did. The part I enjoyed was, them trying. Well, the part where they fold their wives in the bowling alley, but.
Oh, you're skipping way ahead, DJ.
He skipped over the whole part about, I like how in the very first of it, it seemed like.
Hey, what up? I'm saying my favorite pop clothes, and then I'm going back. I know what I'm doing. So yes, my favorite part was when they were in below of the forest and had to rush home to pretend like they'd been home all night, but Bowling comes around with his fake mustache and reveals that it was them at the bowling alley was, that he was there up on the flying machine for 6 owls was funny to
It's called the
me.
Flintstone Flyer, buddy. Flintstone Flyer. Don't forget that.
The the love the level copter.
No, it was the Barney Copter. It was the Flintstone Flyer and the Barney Copter. That's what it was. But let me say this. It's kind of funny because this show, when it started out here, kind of reminded me of, like, for one, the shows The Honeymooners with, with Fred being Jackie Gleason and Barney being, forget his name, the skinny dude, and with the wives. Actually, I don't know this for a fact, but I know The Honeymooners was around before the Flintstones. Okay. And to me, the actual characters off of the Flintstones seem to be based, at least originally, off the characters off the Honeymooners. Because you have, what was that other dude's name? Ralph Cramden was Jackie Gleason. And then I'm wanting to say Norm, but it's not Norm. Was it Norm? The little skinny dude that was the goofy guy, kind of?
I don't
Those,
remember.
those,
But I do know the Honeymooners was
okay, those
a lot like it.
exactly. Let me know if anything sounds familiar. That Jackie Gleason, all
Art Carney. Yeah, Bev just said Art Carney, but what was Art Carney's character? That was Art Carney was the actor's real name.
No, Art Carney was the character's name.
No, it wasn't.
Yes.
Is it? No.
Okay. Ed Norton.
I'm sorry?
Ed.
Yeah, that's right. Ed, yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Ed Norton. And then Jack Gleason was Ralph Cramden.
Yeah, Ralph Cramden, and Ed Norton. Is that what you said?
Yes.
I knew it was like Nor something. That's why I'm like, I want to say Norm, but that's why. TF just realized he was streaming 2 minutes behind. And TF also said, I think the theme song didn't come till the end of the third season. Now, also something with this episode of the Flintstones is it seems like Fred Flintstone's voice, it reminds me, or actually Fred Flintstone himself, kind of reminds me of a grumpy old man, like what's his name that was in Grumpy Old Man, one of the stars of Grumpy Old Men. Get that off of there, DJ. What was his name? In Grumpy Old Men. The voice who was the voice of Fred Flintstone? Because
let me look up.
But it is wonderful to see everybody in here. We have 15 thumbs up. We have 10 people in here right now. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. And Walter Matthau. Yeah, Walter Matthau, TF. That's exactly who I was thinking of. Fred sounded like, and being Grumpy Old Men.
Fred Flintstone was voiced by Agent Reed.
Oh, okay. But he sounds like Walter Matthau, and he sounded grumpy like Walter Matthau and everything else. So I thought that was kind of funny. And in the beginning here, I always remember Fred and Barney being best friends. And in the beginning here, at least, they were talking about they were just neighbors. Fred was saying out of 2,500 people in Bedrock, and I chose to be neighbors with this character or this guy or whatever else. So they weren't. It didn't seem like they were best friends in the beginning. They were just neighbors, acquaintances, and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely seemed like that. And now I do. This comes up to me because I'm familiar with the character. When did Pebbles and Bam Bam come into the show?
Way later on.
Okay. Yeah, because I mean, like most people my age, I'm only familiar with the late seasons
Yeah.
where,
Well, see, here's the thing. The thing is there was the Flintstones, and the Flintstones went on like it is for a long time, and then they had Pebbles and Bam Bam. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it's been years and years and years since I watched it, but if I'm not mistaken, Bam Bam was adopted, okay, by Barney and Betty. Bam Bam was adopted, but Pebbles was actually Fred and Wilma's biological kid. Now, they grew up together. The early episodes, they were both babies, and Bam Bam was beating up Barney and everything else with his club and stuff like that. But
yeah,
the thing is in much later episodes or in a spin-off series, Pebbles and Bam Bam were actually like teenagers. And
teenagers,
yeah, but
yeah.
I think that was I don't know if it was the end of the Flintstones or into another spin-off, but I do know that. But Pebbles and Bam Bam were babies later on.
Now, I do know that they did have a prequel series called The Flintstones Kids,
Yeah.
where
Yep.
Fred, Barney, Wilma, and Betty were kids. So,
Gary, thanks for coming in tonight, brother.
yo, good to see you, Belly 29.
28 and a half. 30.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get to episode 28 plus
Great to see you.
1. Uh,
Good to see you. You know, that's what I could do. I could, when I see somebody and DJ's talking, running his mouth, and I can't say hello to whoever's coming in, if I have their sticker, I could hold it up. This is like, "Hi, Belt Loop, how you doing?"
I'm like, Kelly, I don't mind
You
if
could
you
decal that on a
cut
shirt.
me off, but I will continue to talk.
Hi, Al, my back step.
That's the old me.
Hi, Al, my back step.
Still the old me.
No, that was the new you.
No, it wasn't.
Did you
No, it
not
wasn't.
see what he...
Yep.
Wasn't that
He had
the...
he had this one up.
Will you chill?
Old me.
Okay, never mind. I thought he printed off the one where your leg was chopped.
No.
Hi,
Jamie,
Al, my back step.
that's a group of us. You got to say the other two if you're going to say the one with that. That's still old. That's a new.
Hi, Anastasia.
Hi.
Hi, Jamie. Jamie made it on the metal camp.
On the metal.
Metal.
Metal. What is metal?
Heavy metal.
I think you got heavy metal poisoning.
Maybe. I was very disappointed when I went out the other day. I found where my water container was dented.
I don't think we
This one
so don't.
on the inside where the little dents are, little spots of rust were in it.
Hi, Al.
That's a relatively new one, but I like how the ring is like see-through. I love that.
No, no,
How come
Eddie,
it didn't come like that?
Hi, Al.
And that's the new see-through me.
I can confirm that Bam Bam was adopted.
I thought Bam Bam was
No,
their
Bam Bam was
natural
adopted.
child.
No,
Mhm.
Bam Bam was Pebbles is biological. Bam Bam was adopted.
I thought they both were because I
Nope.
kind of remember Betty being pregnant too because they
Nope.
were both pregnant at the same time.
Nope.
I
No,
don't know. It's been a long time since I've seen it all, but I thought they
of
were both
course,
pregnant.
I did
of
say
course,
I did say hi to you, Rick. I
uh,
said hi to you a long time ago when I first came in and said
yeah,
hello to everybody. I read right down my list and your name was there too. I said Boilermaker or I said Rick beforehand, and then I went to my list and said Rick again because I read right down my list of participants. And you were on
yeah,
there.
so did I, Rick.
Without go with the cat.
But I just wanted to
Are you looking for
I wanted
Eddie?
to show off the little badge. I like this badge.
Are you looking for Eddie?
That badge is awesome because that's YouTube cop.
Yeah. Are you looking for
Police
Eddie?
Belt Loop 29.
Look at this.
His badge
Oh.
number is 29. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, DJ. Back to Fred Flintstone. That's enough of that.
Yeah, no, I,
Now,
I enjoyed this episode, and I will recommend you check it out. Now, one thing I will say, Eddie, knock it off.
no, you tell Al to knock it off. He's messing with me. Don't say Eddie knock it off when it's Alvin's fault.
Both of you knock it off.
You were going to
He's
that.
still doing it, DJ.
Anyways, sorry for the children here. But this show,
Daddy DJ, get him out of here. Make him stop.
this show was great. I liked it, and overall, it's a good
Hide behind the
show.
phone.
It's something I would highly recommend that you check out if you haven't checked out the Flintstones before. But I don't know anyone who hasn't. So, yeah, definitely give it a watch when you can. Okay, Nancy, would you like to say anything about the Flintstones?
Oh, that's always been one of my favorites is the Flintstones. But like Eddie said, and now the very beginning that wasn't the original song you remember hearing. That catchy little tune. It was a different one, and it kind of
Yeah,
throws you off. But I like is when Wilma asked Fred if he had the newspaper, and he said no, not yet. And the boy throws the newspaper, and it's still a stone, like it's chiseled out of stone, and you think it's gonna break in half when he throws it to Fred, and he knocks Fred down. He's got it all there. So then he's in
yeah,
his like reading the newspaper, and then he hears Barney.
Now here's the thing though. I think they did a great job with this. I think the newspaper throwing funny could have been funnier because for one, his comment was at least it only comes once a week. I think it would have been funnier. Now they have funny parts all over this, but I think it would have been funnier if he would have made a comment that at least it wasn't the Sunday edition, because everybody knows the Sunday edition of the newspaper back when they had newspapers was thicker. It had more sections. It had coupons, everything else. So I think that comment would have been funnier. And that's just me critiquing and doing, saying little things that I would have thought was funnier.
No,
all
But I
through this
think
all through this episode though, they had cute, funny little scenes, scenarios, comments, stuff like that.
even before that though, I think the paper did originally only come around once a week, wouldn't it?
No,
Yeah,
no. You had back in the when they had papers, they'd have papers every day, Monday through freaking Saturday. Well,
I know that, but I thought back beyond, I thought when they first started printing the paper, it only came out once a week, not every day. Because I know I used to do
well,
like a
I
lot
know.
of people. Their first job was paper route.
Hey, Marines and Army mom. No, I know back when they first did it,
yeah,
they didn't even do deliveries. There'd be like a little newspaper boy out on the corner right outside the shop or whatever and said, extra, extra, read all about it.
Yeah,
And people would walk by and pay a penny or a nickel or whatever it was and grab the paper from the little newspaper boy. So, I mean, that's when they first come out. So, but this is like an actual little delivery thing with the boy on the bicycle
uh,
throwing papers and stuff like that. So that would have been back a reference to back in the 70s, 80s, stuff like that,
yeah,
when you
yeah,
had paper boys or something
yeah.
or newspaper people. I remember my dad did that before, and we would have to roll the newspapers, put them in bags and everything, or either a rubber band or bags, depending on if it was supposed to rain and stuff. And he would drive, and as he was driving, I guess we were maybe teenagers, or something, but we'd be throwing freaking papers out the window on their you know, walkway and stuff. Terry, what's up? And also, who else? I was going to say hello to someone else that just came in a minute ago. Marines and Army Mom and Terry, Madwood Barbecue. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, hey, Terry, good to you.
This one's actually a good cartoon to review because I loved it. It was a little bit longer. It was 26 minutes instead of 22, but it don't
Yeah,
matter because it had so many good parts of this story and it had so many different nuances and everything else you could go through and really review it or pick it apart or make comments to it and stuff like that. Because I mean,
was
I haven't even did the review really. I've just been picking out certain things, and DJ
one
just jumped to the end of it.
one of the big things I liked about it is that it was a bit longer than a normal cartoon, and it kept this, like you said, the story continued to go and evolve the
And
whole way through.
it had a couple different storylines to it too that came back and met. You know what I'm
uh,
saying? It had the bowling storyline. It had the barn. Hold on a minute, DJ. Let me finish my steak. My thing. My thought. It had,
you will find this interesting, but go ahead.
it had the bowling storyline. It had the opera storyline. It had the Fred's Day Off storyline and the Barney Rubble doing stuff to annoy Fred on his day off storyline and the inventor storyline. And they put it all together. It had like several different kinds of things to where it all come together in the end and stuff like that, which is very interesting. It wasn't one thing going, through and through. It was a whole bunch of different storylines that come together at the end.
Fred, okay, the scene with the newspaper in the show, it was actually Sunday when he
Yeah, I
got,
know it was. Yeah, I know it was.
yeah, so, he got those extra coupons you talk about.
I know that, but I said I thought it would be funnier if they would have put that in there instead. If they would have made it an everyday delivery and him making the comment, at least it wasn't the Sunday's paper, instead of it being the Sunday's paper. That's what I said, or that's what I meant to say, or whatever.
Okay, that's what I didn't hear. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a good So I
Okay.
like it.
I need to say something to somebody in the audience there.
Go ahead.
Somebody in the audience needs to sit up and pay attention. Quit laying down like Al Chafe.
Well,
They know who they know who they are.
I saw that too.
Let all lay down.
Hold on. They know who they are. I'm not gonna call out any names.
No.
Yeah, I'm even up for this one.
This is an interesting one. I don't know how someone can be tired and falling asleep during this one.
Yeah.
What you looking at, Anastasia?
Are you talking about me?
No, I'm talking about you.
We're talking about.
I'm not talking about you.
We're talking about.
Look at the screen, Anastasia. What? Get me off of here, DJ. What are you doing?
Hey, you're talking about yourself.
You see the screen, Anastasia?
Yeah.
What's it say there? I'm not gonna say no names. I'm not gonna call nobody out.
It says, "Hi, Ronald."
No, whose name is that? Who's saying that?
Jonathan.
Jonathan who?
Jonathan Zuck.
See, I didn't call out no names.
Yeah, but no. Yeah.
What are you doing, DJ?
What is a new layout?
You did it last time.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good set. I think we could all agree on that. But yeah, definitely if you have
We're not done with this, DJ. I don't know why you keep trying to move on. We haven't even went through the story.
Guys,
you need to stop staying up all night playing games and then tired for your live or something. See, maybe I was talking about DJ.
I went to go play a game with people all night. Welcome back, Eddie.
No, that's it. You threw me off the screen one too many times, DJ.
Lord Eldon the Powerful. Lord Eldon the Powerful.
You threw me off the screen one too many times, DJ.
Lord Eldon the Powerful.
On a side note for the Elder Scrolls, when we do go on again, I found a spot where there's some higher and harder people to kill.
Hey, we're not talking about Elder Scrolls.
And then we could go there if you all want to.
Hey, we're not talking about Elder Scrolls. We're talking about the Flintstones, buddy.
Okay, but you were playing Elder Scrolls, so that doesn't count.
Wasn't. I was messing with DJ. And I was just joking around because he kicked me off the panel.
I know what happened.
Okay, guys. Does anybody want to tell the story, or do you want me to tell the story?
You can tell the story. I know you really, really like
it. The floor is all yours.
All right. See, I was trying to do it a little bit different to just pick out things here and there, but DJ keeps trying to end the story and move on to the next one. Get me off the big screen.
Well, we kind of did that for the first little while when we were talking about it. We picked out different parts that we all kind of liked.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Storyline.
Nobody knows what happened with the story.
No. But now we'll do the storyline. That's what you're going to talk about.
Okay. Here's what happened. Okay, at the beginning, like we said, it wasn't the Flintstones. Meet the Flintstones. They're a modern Stone Age family. From rock, out of bedrock. They're a place right out of history. Let's ride with the family down the street. And then I can't think of that. And a place to meet
But
when you're
by the
with the fun.
policy of plasticity is the part you will
Okay.
miss.
Okay, I'd have to go back, and it's been years. Anyway, shut up, Froggy. So it didn't start out that way. It started out with a little clip that happens later on in the show with Fred and Barney bowling. Okay. Then it moves on to the town. Fred's doing his daily route, doing his honey-do list or whatever, going around running errands, picking up the dry cleaning. You see a fire truck that goes by, which is actually a red dinosaur with like things. And through the courtesy of Fred's 2 feet. Okay, cool. Madwood Terry knew it too. No, you're not, Zuck. Okay, talk to you later, Zuck. Have a good night.
Look,
I was just messing with you, Zuck. I was just kidding with you, Zuck.
Name.
Nice.
I think I might have made him mad. I'll go to time.
Okay, well,
Now he left off right in the middle of this
hey,
story.
that's all him. But yeah, let me do some photo real quick. This will get him back up here. Yeah, but I'm the Flintstones, Mr. Flintstones, they're mom, they're the most family from the town below the place where I solely let's take a ride with the Foundation to the conflict plus 2 feet when you're with the Flintstones. Have you have that do that? It never do that. Well, we have a gay old time.
Hey, you can't say that. That's politically incorrect, DJ.
Yay! Look, that's powerful that.
So, after Fred runs his errands, he gets home. It's his day off. And so, hey, Shirley, just doing our best. She said, woohoo, go DJ.
Yeah.
Yes, I was talking about Zuck, Anastasia. I was just kidding with him. So, anyways, Fred goes out and lays in his backyard in the hammock, trying to get some rest on a Sunday, his one day off or whatever. And Barney's in his backyard yelling out 4 over and over, trying to hit a dang golf ball, and he can't hit it. He keeps missing over and over and over and over. Well, so then anyways, Fred goes and lays back down after he yells at Barney about leaving him alone, letting him get rest on his one day off, and how much of an annoying neighbor Barney is and stuff like that. Barney finally hits the golf ball. It goes in a hole in the tree where Fred's hammock is, rolls down the tree inside, comes out another hole, and lands, and Fred's watching the ball the whole time, and lands in Fred's mouth. And Barney runs up to him real quick and tells him, Fred, pucker up. You know, I got to hit the ball where it lies. Gonna hit it out of his mouth and everything else. So then Fred yells at Barney, you know, gets on to him or whatever. And so tells Barney that this is one day off, to leave him alone, let him get rest, be quiet, stuff like that. And Barney goes, and the next thing you know, Fred's sleeping in his hammock, and he hears this banging noise, and it just banging, banging, banging. So Fred gets up, he's mad, gets up, walks across the yard, over the fence, sideways, the brick fence, goes up to Barney and sees Barney building some contraption, hitting on it. And he's calling Barney's name. Barney ain't listening. He grabs the hammer out of Barney's hand and zonks him on the head with the hammer. And Barney asks, or he tells Fred what he's doing, what kind of contraption he's making. Basically, a helicopter, so he wouldn't have to deal with traffic and stuff like this. Well, Fred don't believe in it, don't think it's going to work, and everything else. So he goes to bed. Barney keeps working on it. Well, then later, he finishes the contraption and he takes off and starts flying and flies by Fred a couple different times. Fred sees it and wakes up, and then he yells at Barney or whatever. And then he realizes that Barney's contraption actually worked. And so then he wanted to, he talks about he's going to be the president of the company, Fred is, and he has a name already picked out for it, which is Flintstone Flyer. And Barney said, I was thinking of more like Barney's helicopters or Barney's copters or whatever. And Fred tends to take over. Barney copter. Barney copter. I know I'm right. You're wrong. And so, okay. Votes. Who votes for Barney copter? Raise their hands on panel.
It was the Barney copter.
Nancy, Anastasia.
I really don't remember.
You thought it was what, Nancy?
I thought it was Barney. I'm gonna say Barney copter is what I thought it was.
Yeah, it was Barney copter.
I'm going with the kid because that's who I live with.
Because Fred came over and renamed it the Flintstone Flyer, which I liked better, actually. I like the Flintstone.
He actually called it Flintstone Flyer first before.
Yeah, and then Barney said, I was going to call it the Barney copter.
If you like the name Barney copter, raise your hand.
I think we're looking it up.
Yeah, everybody's looking it up.
People are looking it up now.
Come on, guys. Matt Terry says Barney copter.
Go with Madwood Barbecue.
Yeah,
it's called Madwood Barbecue. Madwood Barbecue. It goes in the blank spot.
So, anyways.
Okay, hold on.
Let's go. Where's the seasons at? So, anyways, I'll go ahead while people are looking that up. Google says Barney copter is what Gary said. Bell 29. So Fred wants to take it for a flight after Barney lands it and everything else, and after Fred's trying to take over the business. Well, Barney's trying to tell Fred that he's not ready to operate it and everything else. And it's a Flintstone Flyer or the Barney copter. Correct, Gary. So then anyways, Barney's trying to give him instructions and he's like, well, what kind of instructions do I need? Fred said. And Barney says, well, nothing really. It's self-explanatory. And then he says, but wait, I do have something important to say. It's about landing it or something like that. And Fred's like, oh, semantics, I don't need to know. And he wouldn't even listen to Barney. So Fred's pedaling real fast, trying to take off. And Barney yells at him, Fred, you're too fat.
Yeah.
And so Fred never gets off the ground, goes over a cliff expecting to take off and crashes. Well, the next thing you know, Fred's in bed with a bandage on his head and his arms in a sling and everything. And Barney comes over and he's like, Fred, he's like, you're going to miss the big bowling tournament tonight and everything else. And Fred's like, oh, a little thing like this ain't going to keep me from missing a bowling tournament and everything else. And Wilma walks in shortly after Barney leaves. And Fred's thinking she's talking about bowling. And he's like, no, I'm fine. This ain't going to keep me from doing it, blah, blah, blah. Well, what Wilma was talking about was going to the opera. And before Fred says anything about bowling, Wilma, he's like, "What are you talking about?" Or the Barney copter, Fred's first self-appointed duty is that. Yep. And so, well, once it crashes, he says that Fred says he resigns the company and everything else, that Barney could take it over and stuff. But Terry said, "Hi, Anastasia. How are you?" Oh, you're answering. Never mind. So then, anyways, Wilma tells Fred that they're going to the opera. And Fred gets, kind of, he's like, when did you buy tickets or whatever else? And she said, I didn't. Barney bought us tickets and everything else. Well, Fred got mad at Barney, left, stomped over to Barney to confront him about buying tickets to the opera on their bowling night and everything else. And Barney had forgot about it because when Fred said that they couldn't go or whatever, Barney was all excited to be team captain and everything else. And Fred's like, no, you're not. And so they come up with an idea of Fred, because he was already hurt, playing it off. And so that happened too, right before they were supposed to leave. And I thought it was kind of cool or kind of funny. They wear the same outfits all the time. Fred and Barney and Wilma and Betty. But the thing is they go to the opera. Now they are still in the same. Al, you asleep?
No.
Well, Rick said that he thinks I put you to sleep.
No.
So, anyways,
got someone asking about a tattoo.
They're wearing the same outfit, but Barney and Fred have normally Fred's outfit, he has a tie. And going to the opera, Fred and Barney both had a bow tie and top hats. And Wilma and Betty, they had the same outfits, but they had like Betty had a coat, shawl, I don't know, I don't know what they're called. And they had their hair decorated different and a fancy purse. Wilma had a fancy purse that had like white with black polka dots, and it matched their outfits and everything else. Okay. Since I'm boring people, I guess, and they want to get off of this.
No, I'm not being bored. I think this is interesting.
So they start to go to the opera. Fred plays sick, like he faints and everything else. And Barney said sometimes with people with thick skulls, it takes longer for the effects to show. So they talk the girls into going to
what happened to Eddie.
They talked the girls into going to the opera, and Barney said they didn't want to leave Fred home alone. Wilma didn't or anything. And so Barney volunteers. He's like, I'll stay home and take care of my buddy Fred and blah, blah, blah. Y'all go have a good time. No sense in wasting the money spent you bought on tickets and everything else. So as soon as the women leave, and I guess this was before Barney got a vehicle, and I thought a lot of the stuff that they made was kind of cool. The ingenuity, it kind of reminds me of Camp Challenge Alliance. Okay. How they made a car and you could tell the top of the car, the tarp or whatever else with a spike in the back in the wood and stuff like that. It kind of draws inspiration with Camp Challenge Alliance there of, doing what you can, improvise, adapt, overcome, creating things out of nothing, stuff like that. But anyways, that's besides the point. So Wilma and Betty leave, and Fred and Barney's discussing how they're going to get into town without the girls seeing them, and because they ain't got a vehicle, because the girls took the vehicle, and Barney mentioned hitchhiking, and he's like, yeah, we'll just hitchhike in and then ask the girls to give us a ride home from the bowling alley and stuff like that. So then, anyways, they decided to take the copter, the Barney copter or Flintstone flyer, because of the fact that Barney had upgraded it to accommodate Fred's weight. So they go to take off and they're going, but they're not getting high enough or fast enough. And so Barney tells Fred to start flapping his arms to help get lift, and Fred did. And so they went bowling and they were doing good, having fun bowling. The girls were at the opera, And they said on the way, Wilma said that she felt bad leaving them behind. And Betty said, well, we'll call them at intermission and check on them and stuff like that. We'll say they showed intermission. And then they went out during intermission because Wilma said she feels bad. And Betty says, well, let's go call them, blah, blah, blah. Well, I guess the Opera House did not have a phone. And it was before cell phones, Anastasia. So they see the bowling alley across the street, and hey, Mark, how you doing? Mark Kratz. He said hi to DJ.
Hey, Mark.
So they go across the street to the bowling alley to use the payphone. Now, what kind of phone did they have, Anastasia?
They had the payphone.
How'd they dial the number? You know what a rotary phone is?
Yeah, I have a Minnie Mouse one somewhere.
Oh, really? Go get it.
Yeah, I think that's down the base. I want to go get it.
Okay, don't go get it.
Yeah, but the little spinny thing.
Rotary.
Okay, y'all right.
We know that, DJ.
I
Say Devil Dog was right, DJ.
I was right. That's all I can do.
No, I want to hear Devil Dog was right.
Devil Dog was right.
Okay.
We have 16 people in the house, 18 thumbs up. If you didn't hit thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button. Doris is getting her hair brushed and she's enjoying it.
She always enjoys this.
Here, it's like this. This is a pencil sharpener, but
Did you hear me say it?
No, I didn't, DJ.
Okay, listen again.
Hey, Budget Peppers. He muted his mic so he could say it.
We can still read lips, DJ.
here, look. It's like this.
Hey, you might be able to read this, but it will never be on audio. So...
So, anyways, they go across the street to the bowling alley. Wilma calls and she can't hear anything because the bowling alley's too loud. And Barney spots the girls over at the payphone or the phone booth, and points it out to Fred. And at about the same time, Betty spots the guys. And so she points to the guys to show Wilma, well, the guys seen him and ducked behind the ball return thing, and they were hiding, and the girls started over to him, furious that they were there. And so the guy seen a push broom, and Fred comes up with the idea of, we can disguise ourselves. So he pulls the Brussels out of the broom and sticks it as a mustache for him and Barney. And the girls get over there and their backs are to him. And Wilma hits Fred and Betty hits Barney. And the guys turn around, and then the women feel bad. They say, I'm sorry, we thought you were our husbands. And then they made some funny comments in a French accent, I believe. And the girls felt bad and everything, and they were speaking like it, and they were saying like, if this is how you treat your husbands by saying hey and then hitting them, it was funny. And so the girls go, and then Barney said too much, like always, which kind of set Betty off that was really them. And so they were headed home to check on the guys, or to make sure the guys were at the house because they didn't trust them. And so Fred and Barney jumped in the Flintstone flyer, Barney copter, to try to beat them home. And the girls were really putting on the gas to beat them. And so they, Fred said, pilot to co-pilot, increase the RPMs of this and that and everything else. And Barney's like, what's that mean? And he goes, "It means go quicker." So the guys beat the girls home. Fred was in bed. Wilma goes in there and they start talking to him. And the guys have him fooled or whatever until Barney starts talking in the accent, turns around and has the bristles still under there as a mustache and everything else. And so the women start chasing the guys around. They jump out the window, jump in the copter, and they're up in the copter for like 6 or 7 hours until Barney gets tired and the girls are down at a picnic table playing gin or whatever, waiting for the guys to come down. And then she says, well, when they finally come down, what goes up must come down. And then she's like, when they finally come down, she goes, or she's like, I kind of miss him anyway, but you can tell Barney's running out of gas and stuff like that. Yes, Al's fine. Okay, the end.
I'm all good. I was just waiting for Eddie to finish his story. He goes through. Eddie starts to talk about this whole storyline. He gives the whole storyline of what happened. And when we first started this out, we kind of just picked out a whole bunch of different parts that were all over the place and talked about. And then Eddie wanted to go through the storyline, which is good because then everybody knows what happened in the episode and when it happened.
Yeah. And Skip, what's up, going?
I'll be right back.
Yep. And Eddie's memory is a lot better than mine. A lot of times, if I go through the episode, I'll miss half of it.
Those little self-sort out. Eddie's memory is good 25% of the time. So yeah.
But I really did like the Flintstones as a cartoon as a whole. I really did. It's one of those things that I've watched for years and years and years, and just to go back and see it from the beginning, it just brings back a whole lot of memories of when I used to watch it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's always been one of my favorites. That was a Saturday morning cartoon for us.
Yeah.
All week long we had to wait to watch the cartoons, and then it was like one of the coolest things.
And I mean, like it's it's the whole thing too of the nostalgia of it, because thinking about looking at the Flintstones, and they made the modern Stone Age family, which was the rotary phone and the paper and all this, and this is before cell phones and computers and everything, and that's the era that we kind of grew up in.
Yeah.
Whereas like Anastasia's grown up with all the computers and stuff, and so is DJ, and even though DJ watches a lot of the cartoons and that, he's still growing up in the era with all of the technology, whereas we were there before it all came out.
Yes. I'm that generation that bridges the gap between the perfect technology but still deal with paper and pencil work, because even when I was in high school, yes, we had computers, but all of our assignments were paper and pencil. So my school district didn't go full in on the technology until 2016. So, and okay, budget purple, I am 28. So at that gap, well,
He's 6 years old.
probably in the same side. I'm not 6 years.
He's a little older than 6. He might act like he's 6, but he's a little older than 6.
No, Grandma put it in the chat.
Hey, yeah, y'all saw who had the phone.
It was all our children.
Hey, you're part of this Live Treasure home.
It was all her.
No.
Glasses.
I know you did it, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, like I remember it was back when cell phone, the first cell phone that came out was like literally used to call it a brick because it was the size of a brick.
Yeah.
Right, and that was that was a long while ago now.
That was in the 80s because
Yeah,
it was
in the
on
late 80s.
by the bell.
Yeah.
Because Zach Morrison had one of the original cell phones. He took it to school.
Yeah.
Our phone.
What about those phones where you held it like this?
Come on.
They're older. Yeah, they're the old ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Phone was attached to a wall and you just put the thing and
You
spun
know
it. And
what I
said,
mean.
can you connect me to this person?
That's right.
But for a long time, that's the way all long distance calls went. You'd dial the operator, and the operator would connect you to whoever you were looking for. There was an actual person plugging something in.
That's right.
Yeah, I like that too, Mark. That was cool. I think I'm too sleepy. Yeah, but the problem I grew up on all of that as well. I was born and involved. I definitely know Hey Arnold Desert Laboratory and after I know Rugrats, I know a lot of old stuff. And that's what I'm based my channel on. My channel is to bring back the memories of shows everyone watched as a kid. That includes Al Nancy, myself, but the purple devil dog. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of shows out there that are really good and iconic. Now,
Gosh, Mark says the first cartoon he remembers seeing was Crazy Cat. I think mine was Mickey Mouse, the black and white one.
no, the first cartoon I remember watching, and it's an old one, but Popeye the Sailor.
I remember watching Popeye, but I think Mickey Mouse was on the go. I think even before Popeye.
M-I-C-K-E-Y-M. Well, I know Mark Kratz and I know Nancy and Rebecca and other people remember Howdy Doody.
Yes, Howdy Doody.
See, I don't remember that.
It wasn't a cartoon.
No, that was a show.
Yeah, but see, I barely remember Howdy Doody. I loved Howdy Doody, but they didn't play it long enough when I was a kid to actually. Oh yeah, I remember Fat Albert. It's Fat. I remember Fat Albert.
Yeah. It's pineapple.
Can you
That's
say
the
that?
first thing I remember watching was the Mickey Mouse show. And that Ben and Kelly and
Mickey Mouse.
yes.
No.
Get on! You're not getting no more pizza. Get on!
Uh,
Get on!
They had the Mickey Mouse Club, and you could get the ears.
okay, Victor.
Hey, Vitra.
I think there was a certificate you could get for that and everything, wasn't it? To be in the Mickey Mouse Club.
I think so.
Yeah.
Ask Nancy and Mark. That's more their time.
Well, yeah, because they did. They gave you can mail in for different things.
Yeah.
You had to, write a letter and mail it in and everything. And people did get Mickey Mouse ears and stuff and everything. But we had a show that was local. It was called Sailor Bob.
Musketeers.
Well, called what?
Sailor Bob, and he would come on Saturday mornings after Captain Kangaroo, and he would draw pictures. And he
Watching
went to school with my mom. The guy Sailor Bob went to school with my mom, and I always watched him with the blue long nightgown, flannel gown with white with blue flowers. And I never forget one Saturday morning, he actually said, "And to the girl that's sitting there watching TV in the gown with blue flowers, this is for you." And I just flipped out. I was like, they can see you through the TV.
So I want to know something. Anybody in the chat who ever smoke cigarettes and watching Kangaroo? Don't tell me I'm nothing to do. You remember that song? I don't know if any of you. I don't think it was national TV, but up in Indiana at my grandparents' house and in Chicago and stuff like that, there used to be a show on. It wasn't a cartoon. They had cartoons on it occasionally, but it was Bozo. Bozo the Clown.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was a kid, I always wanted to be on that show and freaking throw ping pong balls in a bucket and stuff like that.
Nice.
Now he goes out and does it as a pastime, and Jamie locks him out.
Did anybody here ever hear of Bozo? Bozo the Clown?
Yes.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've never.
I have heard
We watched
of it, but never seen it.
Usually not in a good reference, is the way I've heard of it.
Bozo the Clown was a great kid show. I love that show. That was like one of my favorite shows when I was a kid. That wasn't cartoon; it was a kid show. They had competitions and everything. Okay, I didn't know if Bozo was nationwide or not, but I remember it from when I was up in Indiana and stuff.
Yeah, no, I know all that, but one case that I remember, and we need to have this talk so we can do is no, the show I remember watching as a kid was called Zoom.
Was called what? You're locked up. You're froze up, DJ.
It was called Zoom. ZOOM.
Never seen it.
Neither
Never
have I.
seen it.
One I think we might want to add to the list to the running to one of the things would be the raccoons.
Okay.
Who remembers the raccoons?
I remember. Hey, Twin Brook Acres, thanks for coming in. I remember one of my other favorite shows when I was middle school or something like that was Double Dare. It wasn't a cartoon, but it was a kid show that had slime and stuff like that.
You can't do that on TV. That's what Double Dare was like.
Yeah.
You can't do that on television.
River Rat 3030, what's up, brother? Oh yeah, Yogi Bear. Hey, boo boo.
Yeah, I was like so good see what's going on.
And Sesame Street.
I think we
Hey, Bert.
own some.
Hey, Bert. Where's Big Bird? Can I have a cracker, Anastasia?
Cracker?
He's cracked enough. He don't need one now.
Peter, what's up, brother?
The Muppets.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. I
hey,
remember the Muppets. I
hey,
always used
you.
Da, da, da,
Now,
da, 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 da,
Animal.
da, 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 da.
I think Animal was my favorite.
and
And it's so old, man.
I used to always watch Muppets. My dad, even as an adult, because the Muppets was kind of an adult show as well. But even as an adult, my dad loved watching the two judges or whatever up in the balcony
Well,
on the.
Eddie, did you ever think that you were going to be one of those guys? Because you are now.
It's only because DJ made me.
I did not make you.
It's all DJ's fault.
It's all Dead's fault. Why don't we move on to Scooby Doo?
We're having such fun, and DJ wants to make us move on.
Look, I think if we're going to watch something like after the Scooby Doo, if we're going to watch anything, the Muppets will be a good one to watch.
But the Muppets
Just-
ain't cartoon or anime.
No, it's not, but it was a really good. It's still a kid show. It was still really good.
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to DJ. It's his channel.
Yeah, it is, but I just want to get out there.
Well, okay, let me just exactly because you always say it's up to me. I say if you have a suggestion of any kids show, let's write it down, let's talk about it, and let's see where it goes.
I never watched Fraggle Rock.
I didn't either.
Jamie and Frog loves Fraggle Rock. I've never.
I watched Fraggle Rock. Fraggle Rock was.
Okay. I hate.
Hey, look, Mom, I caught a Fraggle.
You hate Fraggle Rock, DJ?
Yes.
All right, guys, everybody vote on Fraggle Rock as the next.
He doesn't have it up on the. He doesn't have it up on the thing.
That will never be on this channel.
See, that ain't right. That ain't right, DJ. Unless.
Well, hold on. Unless you'll get me to 1,000 subs, then I will do Fraggle Rock.
Froggy's.
Is that a dare, DJ?
Hey, DJ, Froggy and Jamie are not happy with you right now. Read the chat.
Yeah. But
you know, there's a thing called a mute button instead of blowing my ears out of freaking.
I held them.
Making them bleed. It didn't help. Push the dang mute button.
I didn't have time for the mute button.
Your headset's off.
Okay, guys.
You did permanent damage to my ears, Alvin.
Did you hear what I said?
Did you see what Jamie said?
Yes. But all I'm saying is that if you give me to 1,000 subscribers, I will do Fraggle Rock.
Look at DJ and his bribing thing.
So let's give me to 1,000, and Fraggle Rock will be my 1,000 subscriber video.
Okay, so if we get you to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a 2-hour episode on Fraggle Rock.
I will do
a 24-hour live on Fraggle Rock.
while he's sleeping.
No.
No, not 24 hour.
Yeah, 24-hour Fraggle Rock live marathon.
No, 5 hour live stream of Fraggle Rock.
5 hour?
Yeah, that's what I'm putting. If
You're gonna be sorry.
if you get me to 1,000 subs, let's say by August 4th, I will do a 5 hour live on Fraggle Rock.
You see what Jamie said, right?
I do, and I know she's joking.
She ain't joking.
Okay, well, that's fine. Damn.
Vitra said with Fraggle Rock trivia games, DJ.
I could do that too. But caveat, that dog will have to do it with me. So,
No, this ain't Devil Dog doing Fraggle Rock nothing. I never even heard of that show.
So 5 hour
Nice, Shirley.
lives with Fraggle Rock trivia. If y'all get me to 1,000 by the 1st of August.
No, now you're trying to change rules.
No, now you're changing it.
Yeah,
No,
see, it was
if we get you to the
1,000. Now
1K.
it's 1K by the 1st of August. That's changing rules, DJ.
I have to give you a
What are you
demo.
at? 779? This is April. Oh, I can do that. You're gonna be sorry.
I have to give you a realistic.
You want to do it to the 1st of August? Okay,
I-
we'll do it to the 1st of August.
I have to give you a realistic.
It's all on.
timeline.
It's all on here now. 1st of August. Okay.
It looks like a
He's
challenge.
at 779.
It sounds like a challenge thrown out by DJ and a challenge accepted by Al.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you to the 1K long before you knows it.
We will see.
Really? Yep.
We will see.
Okay, here's the thing too. Before we move on to Scooby Doo,
Yeah.
guys, when me and DJ started doing this show together, DJ had how many watch hours? DJ, about 200.
Yeah.
Around 200.
Yeah.
Right.
I had.
What's the date? April 18th.
I had just over 200 watch hours, and of tonight that I'm looking at, I'm currently at 1819. That's how many I have right now. 1,819 watch hours.
So he's almost halfway there. He's got 2,000 more to go, 2,200 more to go, or whatever.
Yes.
And, he's got 221 subscribers left to go. He's almost. And you've been doing YouTube for how long, DJ? Well, this channel anyway.
Well, on this channel is the same as my answer would be 11 years.
Okay, guys, he's been doing that. Here's a challenge. When I get to 1K, I'll do a 24-hour live.
In a couple of weeks, you're going to be at 1K
So-
and saying, how come I'm doing Fraggle Rock now?
Okay, guys, but just to let you know, DJ has like 800 videos. He's been doing this for 11 years. And, you know, yeah, of course, he's lost hours because they only stay on there for a year. But when me and him started doing this show, yes, seeing what Nancy said about she will do a 24-hour live when she hits 1K.
Because they keep saying they ain't gonna do one, but let's go for a challenge.
But you know, he's been doing this for 11 years. When we started this about 6 months ago or whatever, we started doing the Good Cop, or I mean the Wild Toon cartoon review. Cartoon review with Wild Toon and Insane Dog.
I'll be back in a second.
He was like a little bit over $200. So in the 6 month, $200, 200 watch hours. It's because they keep correcting me, and I'm trying to talk quick now. So he was, I don't know, how many subscribers do you have back then?
I mean, back in October, I just had like 440 subscribers.
So he's gained about 300 subscribers as well. He's getting real close. And before those watch hours fall off, and since he is, you know, 200 subscribers away, and, you know, because all the content, all the watch hours he got before, it'll drop off too. So he's got a huge playlist. If people start playing his playlist to get his hours up there, he's like almost halfway there, and just a couple hundred on subscribers to get him up past that mark to where he's monetized and stuff like that. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that, DJ. I was just trying to help get your hours up more in your. Since y'all were talking about subscribers.
Yeah, thank you, Eddie. But I mean, and like in all reality, guys, let me just end this topic by saying this. Not the content I do and the content I want to do always lies on what I'm able to review and look at, because my channel be a cartoon review channel. It's not like I'm attracted 1,000 people a day to look at old cartoons. I do appreciate the help, and yeah, if we could do a push, that would be great, but in which way we will make it do, I don't care how long it takes.
Well, I just mentioned it because, well, we should really start doing the push when you're like got 100 subscribers, until you got 100 subscribers to go.
Then you're not going to have a chance.
Then,
you better push for hours now.
Well, we're already trying to. He's got a huge playlist. So if everybody plays his playlist, he should hit that in no time. Plus with the lives he does and stuff like that. And see, once he gets monetized, like I said, once you're monetized, I don't think it goes on hours no more. I think it goes on activity.
It does.
Being active, releasing content, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And DJ's never had an issue with dropping content like me and stuff. He drops videos all the time and stuff like that. So that won't be an issue. It's this initial push to get him monetized, and then, you know, then he's on his own. All right, Night Twin Buskakers, thanks for coming in.
So we move on to Q2.
I don't know. What do you say, Anastasia?
What?
Should we move on to Scooby Doo?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I had to ask the boss.
So this is the Scooby.
Hey, you watched this last week, Anastasia.
Okay, so this is the Scooby was about dogs being dog napped. Now, it was not just any ordinary dogs, it was top show dogs. So, this, the dogs get done by a Native American, and the gay thinks, oh, it's a ghost,
Good night, Brenda.
as always, but, two capsules to roll out this dog. Now, boy, they have Scooby pose as the top best bred dog and get dominant, but they also had a tracker on its collar. Now, I will mention Scooby did fall off with a pillow in this episode, but it was all sucked up and snobby just like Eddie is.
No, don't even.
So, this pool gets stormed out. Skippy runs to the gang to touch the, and they begin on this case. Now, I'm gonna skip around, but if anyone wants to fill in the holes, please do. But the the dog Nibbles realized that Scooby is not the purebred they were after.
Which is a Great Dane.
Yeah.
Scooby Doo is a Great Dane too, I believe.
Yeah, Scooby is a good thing, but they didn't want Scooby. They wanted another. They wanted another good day. And Mark, I began doing that in my record video. I cannot do that on alive. So, yeah. But, they.
Well, DJ, I got something to say real quick about that. About that, as long as you don't show too much on live, you may get a copyright claim, but it's not going to affect you because you're not monetized. So it don't matter as long as you don't get a copyright strike. So as long as you don't play, well, even Johnny, Expeditionary Johnny did not, when he did his 24-hour live. He got a copyright claim and they shut it down, but he never got a strike for that, did he, Al?
As far as I know, he didn't get a strike. He got a warning because he played multiple videos.
Yes,
multiple times.
And he played the whole thing.
Yeah,
of Batman and stuff.
What they did was they shut down his live stream. So no.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, well.
So the thing is, there, DJ, is, as long as you do it, just in short clips, even if you get a copyright. Now, once you're monetized, it may be more of an issue because
Yeah.
it's going to affect the advertising revenue and stuff like that. But right now, we're just trying to get ours, and it could also be a test to see how much you can play and get away with it without getting a claim.
Yeah. I mean, if we want to test that right now, we can just let's do it. But
Okay,
yeah, all I know is
hold on a sec. I'll bring it up when I'm ready. Let me find the
okay.
spot.
Okay, all that I know is that last week when I did it, I got a claim, but
Yeah,
it
but
all
I think you may have played
but
it a little bit longer.
it
Well, the claim is
also
okay anyway, DJ. A
I
claim
know,
doesn't do anything to you at
but
all.
I will say it also got bought in Canada as well. So, uh, if you go, if you try to watch last week's live stream, I guarantee you it will say unavailable for you. So, yeah, I got blocked in Canada from that.
Okay, this part right here, Scooby Doo just ran into a statue and his nose is throbbing and he's fixing to touch his nose.
Yeah, those the people I was talking about. So, yeah, he falls for and yeah, he just walks by him and doesn't pay him any attention. So, yeah,
Okay, and then the next part was they had a Scooby. Okay, because Scooby is taking, let's see, you just have to pause for more than 60 seconds every 2 minutes, is what Mark just said. Yeah, but if you show copyright material for the purpose of education, it falls under fair use. So you could actually use this as an educational tool, DJ, by saying,
okay,
by saying for one about kidnapping or dog napping, theft, stuff like that. You're educating
yeah.
people, kids, or whatever. Uh, you know, I don't know. I'm not a lawyer or anything else. Um,
No, I will say that if you want to this, no matter your age, if you're in a bad part of town, get out of that part as fast as you can. No,
You can't tell people to move if they're in a bad part of town. It takes money and everything else.
no. What I mean is like if you walk around and you're out
Walk,
on the sidewalk,
walking a dog.
yeah,
Walk
walk,
faster.
walk faster and just don't look behind you.
What
Now,
happens if you look behind you, DJ?
you might find Eddie and he might take your dog and eat you.
Uh, well, the thing is because this dog got dog napped and Scooby seen it, it kind of puts a in a little bit of urgency to Scooby to tell the gang and everything else. The only problem with that is with this cartoon, I would actually, Belloop said, I would say, don't walk your dog in a bad part of town. Actually, and Mark's laughing at what you said, DJ.
Yeah.
But I would actually think that because it has to do with dogs, and then especially an attractive dog to Scooby Doo, that he would have showed more spine, more courage in this particular episode to try to impress the female dog and everything else.
Yeah, but I mean, going through every iteration of Skippy Doo, he doesn't show any spine at all in the series. Now, you might know of an episode that I don't know of where Skippy is rough and tough, but I never seen it.
And this is the part where Scooby alerts the gang of what just happened.
Yes.
Here's a bulletin just in. Flash, the dog nappers have struck again. The third prize dog kidnapped in the last 3 days.
Wow, like a canine crime wave.
Yeah.
Scooby tells him to shush.
Buck Masters, the owner of the first dog stolen, has just offered a $500 reward. Gang?
Okay.
Hmm.
Now, you want to tell him about Buck Masters?
No, but without spoilers, but Masters actually just was one that almost that was his dog, but the king goes to visit him to go find out what happened. And, well, all that, Fred says, oh, I think we got mystery on him. And Saki and Skippy, of course, was so let's not do this mystery.
Well, see, here's the thing, too. Buck Masters, when they went to meet with him, said that he didn't know what those kids could do. They couldn't do nothing about it. And he didn't have no information for that to give them or a clue to give them or anything else. He also said instead the kidnappers had asked for a ransom, but instead of paying the ransom, he would rather pay a reward to have him captured.
Yeah.
Now this is their plan coming up right here.
Just like, what's the plan?
Simple. We'll give the dog nappers a decoy. And then when they grab the decoy, we'll trail them to their hideout.
But what if we lose the dog?
Won't you, Scooby?
Mm.
Now, here's a Scooby snack for courage.
I like this part.
Shaggy, why'd you do that?
All right.
Yeah. I like to Saki Skippy snacks. It's Saki.
Okay. Now this was a funny part because of the fact that they were being the decoys trying to get people to abduct them.
Yeah.
And this is what happened.
Now cut that out. One.
Yeah, that's what Devil Dogs.
Now that's kind of funny because the poodle ignored Scooby, and now Scooby ignored this one, and then this one is intent to get her revenge.
Yeah.
I'll let y'all watch it if you're interested in it, though. And then they did abduct Scooby, and Shaggy was chasing him on a scooter. That's where they abducted Scooby, right there.
Yep.
And they used a smoke screen. They cut the leash. Shaggy started chasing him and pulled over. Obviously, he knows Goober here, this garage station attendant, because he borrowed his scooter and he started chasing him. And then this ghost thing, this Indian Native American, made Shaggy wreck the scooter right there. He hit a log. And they are the little thing on the mystery machine right there at the top is tracking the the tracker they put in Scooby's collar. And then this is the Indian warning him to get away. They abducted Scooby, but found the Indian right there in the little screen. That Indian guy yelled at his apprentice that abducted Scooby or whatever, his partner, saying that Scooby was just a mutt. And so they released Scooby, and that's a tomahawk they found that the Indian had, and it was old. And this is when they released Scooby. They put him on a hand cart. Yep.
Yeah.
And then the train was coming for him, and Shaggy jumped on the cart. A little bit of action there. This is action right here. Okay, show you the action.
One for the money, two for the show, three to get ready, and here I go.
They used the stunt doubles for that.
Yeah.
Well,
You know it cut out? They used the stunt double for that.
Yeah, they must have used you.
Mark said that last dog looked like Dylan Mulvaney. Well, the train was coming, and they averted disaster by Scooby helping Shaggy pull the brake. And then they started pedaling backwards, and they seen a train switch, so they switched it. So Scooby and Shaggy went off, and then the train went straight. And then Scooby knew where the thing was, the hideout was. And so this was their contraption to shoot a giant arrow into it and climb up the string. And then they get in there and they get searching. Oh, yeah. Velma was attacked by bats. Her glasses flew off. She couldn't see nothing. The glasses ended up on Scooby right there.
Yep.
And then Scooby hid, and Shaggy thought this was the Indian Native American chief and got scared and ran from Scooby. And Scooby ran with him, of course. And then he seen it with Scooby, found Velma's glasses, and Velma said, "Where'd you find my glasses?" And they said it was a long story. And then they found the hidden doors, which, you know, Scooby-Doo's in the mansions and stuff. They always have trap doors and hidden doors and stuff. And he talked to the other dogs. That's where they've seen dog food. And the other dogs said that they knew where the guy was. Froggy, Dad call us Redskins, why don't you? Oh, yeah. Shaggy's making a sandwich, and Scooby got the dogs, talked to the dogs, and they're leading the dogs to the dogs are leading them to the native wild man right there. And everybody's following them. And then the dogs get him up a tree or up a pole.
Yes, so is scary.
There's the owner of Big Red. He's the dog napper.
You blasted kids. Why didn't you mind your own business?
Catching dog nappers is our business, Mr. Masters. After all, Scooby-Doo is a dog, and we love him very much.
Oh. That was quite a plot, you kids. Who would have suspected Masters of
I'm just glad Shaggy got to eat his sandwich.
Hey, yeah, Shaggy did gulp his sandwich down for one. For two, there
Yeah.
was a time that Shaggy and Scooby met up, and Scooby said something to Shaggy, and Shaggy said something, and Shaggy actually talked like Scooby. He said Ruby or something like that without saying saying it right. He said it like Scooby would say
Yeah,
it.
he didn't say S, he said all. Hmm. So it was Ruby Wooby Woo, not Scooby Doo Doo. Yeah, but it's definitely a good episode. I enjoyed it. I would probably give it a 9.5 out of 10. Why 9.5? I don't know. I'm just doing
But 10
9.5.
out of 10. No, if you don't know, it's no good reason. You got to give it a 10 out of 10.
No, I do. No, I don't. Hey,
hey,
Ellie.
hey, Busby. Hey, Ellie.
Yeah, hey, Buzz Big Clips here. Welcome. Now, before we forget, I do want to say this. By a overwhelming
Wait a minute.
margin.
I didn't vote.
You don't have to.
Wait, I gotta see what it was.
We read it together.
No, I want to vote from my phone.
I know what you're going to vote for, Eddie, and it's an overwhelming vote on it already.
Yeah. It is. Like, you.
I voted. I voted.
Is that charging your phone? Yes.
I mean, I get you want to vote, but.
I voted. I already voted.
Yeah, I get that, but I'm afraid it's not gonna change the result that much because with a 86% lead, we did the Flintstones this week. Next week we'll do the Jetsons.
What'd you vote for, DJ? Host choice.
Actually,
Not the Jetsons.
I haven't been voting, so.
Oh, you haven't been?
No,
Well, then, if you haven't been voting the days that it was a tie, you could have thrown a vote and
It had to have been.
I could have, but I didn't want to. I wanted.
It had to have been more than that. Busby? Mark asked how many years did Scooby Doo run, and Busby said, Mark, it was 7 years. It had to have been more than that.
Well,
Yeah.
Scooby Doo will argue. I think it was several years, but Scooby Doo as a IP is still running today.
Is it white?
Sorry. Here.
Wow, I can't believe Scooby Doo was going before I was born.
Yeah,
I didn't think they had television before you were born.
It said when it moved to ABC, ABC aired various versions of Scooby Doo until canceling it in 1985.
Yeah.
And presented a spinoff featuring the characters as children called A Pup Named Scooby Doo from 1988 to 1991.
Yeah, but then there was also Scooby Doo and Scrappy Doo too.
Yeah,
wasn't
Scooby and Scrappy Doo. Yep.
That was another one they did.
Then there's one new Scooby Doo from the 90s. Scooby-Doo Mission Incorporated, Scooby-Doo Get Crew, of course, Saki and
Night, Froggy. Shut up, Froggy.
Yes, Saki,
Good night, Frog.
Scooby-Doo Guess Who, and there's a current version named Velma
Mark.
that doesn't have Scooby-Doo at all.
You're crazy, Mark.
Furthermore, but yeah, guys, next week we'll do it, the Jetsons in episode 6 of Scooby-Doo.
Yep, season 1, episode 6.
So that's next week's. So,
Now, if I can just put in here before we leave, the reason I bring up about the Muppets as a secondary show to watch is
yeah,
because even on here we did one that was not even, it was real people. It wasn't even
yeah,
a cartoon or anything, right?
but it was still aimed at kids, teens, young adults, which I don't have a problem with. I mean, my whole thought on shows that we will cover of is going into like days of our lives drama.
Yeah. Well,
So,
and that's why I was saying like the Muppets, because that's something that so many people around the world have watched, and it's a really good, like you say, kids family show type thing that everybody can watch.
yeah. So I wouldn't mind doing like blogger family oriented shows.
Like Brady Bunch? Saved by the Bell? Family Time?
like those, but not days of our lives type.
Yeah, the whole drama.
Yeah, that's the my line is at the daytime drama show, but we could do
No chick flicks. I know DJ likes chick flicks. No chick flicks.
no. Okay, Joey, too. I have lots. Oh, you got mail in 51st date. So,
He likes chick flicks.
Even if we did chick flicks, it would be jokes too, and that's all. And Eddie, why are you saying I like that when apparently you love them? Yes, you did. Don't shake your head.
Nope. I'm an action military kind of thing.
You know what we?
If you want to call the movie True Lies with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jamie Lee Curtis a chick flick, okay, that's a decent movie right there. And they got a new thing, True Lies, a series or something I haven't seen. But it looks like it stars the guy that. It looks like it stars the guy that was on Reba and stuff. The son-in-law on Reba. It looks like he's the actor on there.
You know that movie True Lies is where Doris's name came from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was her code name, Doris. And if we ever get away, we're gonna call it Boris.
Boris, yeah.
Okay, and then you can make fun of me of this one. I have never been kissed. not.
Yes, you have. Your mama's done kissed you. What you talking about, DJ?
Not what I mean. I mean the movie with Drew Barrymore, but whatever. Go ahead,
We
next
know what you
segment.
mean, DJ.
I know Nancy.
What you talking about, Willis?
Oh, different strokes.
Different strokes.
Yeah.
See, I could be a quiz on those kid movies when I was a teenager and stuff. That's what I did. Whenever I got in from school, I'd sit down and watch some TV until my mom and dad come home and kick me out the house. Then I'd go play sports and stuff until at night when it was time to come back in. And then,
Now we're going into a different thing though, because we're gone into movies and stuff like that, which is not really what we're going to be watching on here.
I've been to a baseball game. I didn't like it.
How you not like a baseball game? Baseball's America's pastime. See, he don't like that, but he likes chick flicks.
I used to watch baseball a long time ago.
I prefer football, wrestling, that type of stuff. So, yeah, well,
and dog calling.
Yeah, I call you every day, right, Eddie?
That ain't what I meant, DJ.
But
he's just deflecting it.
You opened the door for that joke. Hey, Sherry, what's up?
Hey, Sherry, how you doing?
But you definitely opened the door.
Mark.
Yeah, go put the cat.
Mark said different strokes is about a retirement home in Florida.
Yeah.
All people having strokes. So when you go in there, when they checking you in, Mark?
No, we did not. No, we did not, Bugsy. No, we did not. Alright, guys, so if that's all, I'm gonna end it. Unless we want to open the panel for a bit, what do y'all say? I'm fine with it. So, what do you
Yeah, I'm going to be going to bed in a little bit anyway, so it's up to you. It's all good.
Okay, well, in that case, let's call it a night. So, I could go back and he could go play whatever game he chooses to play.
Elder Scrolls.
Sherry. Tonight he's doubling up. Maybe he plans on playing some strip poker.
Well, I was wondering, earlier today he was on playing Elder Scrolls and he had no shirt or nothing on him. When I come on here for his thing, he's all dressed up with a shirt. And
My God!